Well, let me thank Frank for the correction. I've always assumed that he was a member of the EMT. I'm glad he has corrected me on that. But albeit he was a former minister, and I'm sure he still speaks for the government. But anyway, he did make mention of the fact that the National Assembly, the executive, was responsible for managing and planning the economy. Let me say this: there's nowhere in the world, not even in the most advanced democracy, where the National Assembly or the legislative arm of government, he talked about synergy, does not have an input in budget preparation. Why? You represent the people. The budget is probably, you see, the budget is probably the most important economic work that will come out of any government in any given year. It determines what money is spent and what trickles down to the common man. It determines what trickles down to the common man. And how does the National Assembly, a legislator who goes around campaigning, promising this, promising that, how does he get an input into the budget of the country if he's not consulted? But you bring the document and you expect him to rubber stamp it. It doesn't work like that in any democracy. If there's a problem with a road in my constituency, if there's a problem with electricity, if there's a problem with water, nobody's going to call the president. Nobody's going to call the Minister of Water Resources. They're going to call me. And the only way I can fix it is to have an input in the budget so that that road can be fixed or water can be supplied. That's how it's done. In America, it's called pork barrel legislation. Sometimes they call it earmarks. It's done all over the world. For you to say that the legislator is just there to look at it and reduce it and not have an input at all, meanwhile a minister who is not elected, who is appointed, can have all the input he or she wants in his area of abode or residence or constituency or wherever he or she is from. It flies against, I mean, the tenets of democracy. And I don't begrudge, I mean, mind you, I don't begrudge any minister for putting anything in the budget for his or her people. In fact, he should. It would be negligent for him or her not to do that. But then to say a member of the National Assembly who was elected, who's going to go back in 4 years with a scorecard, and he's going to be asked questions. What happened to the electricity you promised? What happened to the road you promised? Oh, come on.
All right, then. Thank you very much indeed. Femi Gbajabiamila is the Minority Leader, House of Representatives. He joined us from Abuja. And Frank Weke Jr. is the Director General, Nigeria Economic Summit Group. Thank you for coming. Okay, just a quick one before you start.
Well, thank you very much. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, for me, it's about synergy, it's about collaboration, it's about the service of the Nigerian people. That's what it is, okay? But again, I'd hope that Femi would make some reference to the issue of the profligacy of Nigeria's National Assembly. The fact that in less than 6 years, the budget of the National Assembly has gone from less than 50 billion to 150 billion, okay? And which is never accounted for. It would be nice to know, for instance, even have an audit of the National Assembly, see the retirement of these monies by the National Assembly members and all of that. It would be interesting to see what exactly goes on with these monies, okay? I'm just making a case again, the issue of cost of governance, the issue of the quality of our expenditure, the issue of responsibility by all and sundry, irrespective of their position or the institution that they represent.
All right, we'll find a way of getting him to respond to that subsequently, because that's a different vista altogether that you just opened up there. So who knows? What might it be? Will the National Assembly go ahead and you say audit their accounts?
Yeah, absolutely. It would be nice to know, to see. Subjected to some kind of forensic audit, and then for us to see really what goes on there.
Okay,
okay, so that it's an issue of mutual responsibility on all parties, not just the National Assembly, the executive, the judiciary as well.